Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report with head women's lacrosse coach Shannon Smith. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, coming off the heels of your final non-conference game of the year yesterday at Dartmouth, 9-8 victory. Can you just talk about what it was like, finally getting on the winning side of the ledger after so many close games?
It was huge for us. I think it's a great confidence booster going into this weekend against William & Mary and JMU. And for the first time all season, I really felt like our team played a full 60-minute game, and that's one thing we've been stressing. And we played very smart on the offensive end, and defensively we played well again as we usually do.
Is it almost better that yesterday came down to a one-goal game and you were on the winning side of it?
Yeah, I think it gives us confidence that we can win those close games because I know we've been on the losing side to a lot of them in our losing streak here, but to come on the opposite side of that and be able to hold the ball at the end of the game and play in those stressful situations, I think it really gave us a huge confidence booster going into this weekend.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned holding the ball at the end. The tables are kind of turned where you guys were put in the position of holding on to the lead, and it worked for Hofstra yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah, it worked really well. It's something that we've been putting in practices, really working on situational stuff. Katie and Michael have been doing a great job at practice and preparing our team for these moments, and our team was focused and we played really well.
And a nice balanced scoring attack yesterday as well. Plenty of people in the scoring column, assists and goals. Sam Lennox goal and assist. April Inetta 2 goals. Brittany Altamari going for assists. Just talk about it.
Yeah, it was huge for us, and I think we did a great job at holding long possessions, having smart shot opportunities. We shot really well yesterday, finished our opportunities when it was important, and the more diverse we could be on attack, the harder it is going to be for people to cover us because we have different people that can step up, and I thought we got great scoring opportunities from our midfield and also our attack, and that is huge because we want a huge balance from that as well.
It was, you had mentioned earlier that it was just a great game to get you prepared for this weekend, but it was such a tightly contested game, and every stat column and every minute of the game. How good does it make you feel that you came on the winning edge of that when you were pushed by opponent on the road as well?
Yeah, Dartmouth's a great team, very well coached, and it was great to see us, like you said, on the winning side of it, being mentally tough out there in the field and staying very composed and focused. And that's one of the things that we've been emphasizing, and I think we did a great job of that yesterday.
So it's 4-4 in the first half. They scored to make it 5-4, and then 2 seconds to go in the first half. They score another goal to go up 6-4. At the time, that had to be very disheartening. Hofstra had not won a game this year when trailing at half. Can you just talk about when you went to halftime, what you to do and how you to keep your team spirits up?
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on at the end of the first half of how they scored that goal, and I think our team just came in really motivated out in the second half. I think our first thing was the last couple of losses that we've had, the other team has always thrown the first punch at us in the second half and has got the kind of the momentum on their side, and our thing was to get the first draw control. We set up Brittany in a great opportunity for her to win the first draw control, and she did for us. She knew how important it was for our team to get that first draw, and then our attack struck, and we kind of threw the first punch, we threw the first blow there in the second half, and we kind of kept the ball moving and the momentum moving in our favor, which was huge. And our defense only let up 2 goals in the second half, and offensively we scored 5, and that was something we haven't done in the second half because we've been a first half team, so it was great to get that momentum and us being a first and a second half team.
You talked all season about the position you put Britain in terms of the draw control. And at this point, she's really dominating the position, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing a great job. She works really hard at it. She knew she had to step up for us this season at the draw control. She put in a lot of extra time, and it's incredible on how far she's come from the beginning of the season with the draw control. And right now, yeah, she is dominating it, and we're going to really need her to dominate even more for us this weekend.
So you start the second half, and immediately you score those 2 goals to tie it. So obviously the momentum's clearly on your side. And then late, under 10 minutes ago, you're still trailing by 1. Julia Reamer ties the game. Can you talk about that goal there?
Yeah, we came off of a timeout. April had the ball over the restraining line in the middle of the field. She drove hard, drew someone, passed it to Julia. Julia was on the wing. She just had to beat her one defender, one underneath, and it was a great goal that she had. Great momentum. The defense wasn't really ready for us to drive at that moment. So heads up play by Julia, great finish, and it was great to see.
And then the game winner, April Inetta, who another multi-goal game. I think her second year against Quinnipiac, she had 3. Can you talk about her game yesterday? obviously the game winner.
Yeah, April played great for us all over the field. We've kind of put her in a position with Britton in a two-man game. Britton's been getting face guarded, so we kind of put her with April playing in a little bit of a two-man game. April was able to flip the ball to Britton. Britton drove, and most people are sliding to her with hard double teams, and April sliced underneath and was wide open for an easy shot, and we went up 9-8 at that point. And then we kind of won a huge draw control, and then we were stalling the ball from there.
Britton, 3 assists yesterday, now is 81 for a career at Hofstra, 1 shy of the school record, only a junior. Can you talk about, and we ask every week, and we talk about it every week, but just her development as a player, and you just mentioned she's face guard every week. She scored a goal, she's scored a point every game since the start of her sophomore season. Just talk about her play and nearing the record.
Yeah, for sure. Britton's a phenomenal player. I think she's grown tremendously from the first time I was able to see her play last year. And it just goes to how hard she works. She is truly a hard worker, is a competitor. She's diving after balls in practice just like she does in the game, and she treats practices like game-like situations. I think that has really prepared her. And she's always looking for her teammates. And I think she's moving off ball and is dodging hard, and people are sliding to her, and her teammates are finishing her shots, and it's a pretty remarkable accomplishment as a junior to be very close as an assist shy of breaking the school record, and we're very excited for her. But I know Britton right now is just really focused on getting a big win against William and Mary, and just wanting her team to be successful.
So you mentioned road trip this weekend. It's not often that a home schedule ends on April 6th. So you'll conclude the rest of the season on the road. Can you talk about balancing the student athletes knowing how important this week is for them and just keeping them in tune and what they have to do to be successful?
Yeah, I mean, it helps that they have off from school today, so they're staying focused, catching up on their studies. This week we're going to prepare like we do every week, and get our team prepared for Friday. I think our girls definitely know what is at stake, and I think we've come a long way from where we were in the beginning of April. So I'm really excited for this weekend. We're going to take it day by day, and we're excited for practice tomorrow to get better, get Hofstra better, and then start focusing on William & Mary on Thursday.
What kind of challenges does William & Mary possess for you guys?
They're very fast and athletic. They have a great coach in Hillary Frasky, so you definitely know they're going to be very well coached with a great game plan going into it. And they're tough defensively. They got a few weapons on offense. Their draw girl has been doing a great job, so Britton's definitely got her work cut out for her on the draw circle. But we're just really excited for the challenge and excited for another opportunity to get on the field and play with one another.
And then a very short turnaround, obviously, when you're on the road in conference play, Saturday off, and then practice, but
Yeah.
no game on Saturday, and then Sunday at JMU. Can you talk about that challenge of that game as well?
Yeah, I mean, JMU is going to be a really tough game, and they have a lot of weapons, very well coached again. So, for us right now, we're just focused on William & Mary, but we got 2 tough games ahead of us, and we're excited for them, though.
What's the key to victory this week?
We got to stick to our game plan, and we got to play a full 60 minutes.
Well, thank you, Coach.
Thanks
And
for
good luck
having
this
me.
week.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coaches Report with head women's lacrosse coach Shannon Smith.